Good day everybody, and welcome to another segment of 7 Days to Die Skyscraper Building Series. I'm your host, Lowfdog. This is installment number 4. Am I keeping track? Yeah, probably not. Well, we've made a little progress on the skyscraper. So I've got what is the beginnings of a pretty good lobby going on. And I've made a couple of design changes that look like are going to be implemented. One of the things is I really dislike using, we talked about not using the glass blocks and just using the plates. They're really annoying to work with, and I always forget where I'm at, and then I have to switch back and forth. So I ended up using the business block. Just went ahead and, did the entire thing that way. 2, I don't like how the lobby doors work here with the glass, so I'm gonna take that out, and then I'm gonna put in, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is putting in more of the steel wall to fill this in, and we'll see how that looks, because it doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right on the outside of the building. You just don't have anything there, and there needs to be like a space for like overhangs or like some sort of awning or something like that. And also the stairs, because these floors you have to actually go up 5 blocks. The traditional up to landing up to doesn't work, so I have to do a up to and then 3 on this side. And so what that means is I'm gonna have to extend this out. That's why I have the chainsaw. So I'm just gonna cut through. Yeah, that's loud, isn't it? I'm gonna cut through all of this. Maybe you can't hear this in the video. It's very loud. But I'm gonna cut through this, and then I'm gonna put the top floor. Like so that we can extend out the stairwell another block so that it'll match up for every floor, and we'll still have a 2-block access way through it, so that's not going to cause any kind of issues structurally speaking. Now what I'm going to do with this, I'm not exactly sure, but I'll probably put something there. I also have been thinking about the dead space that we have left over, and I'll probably put a very simple restroom on either side. Nothing major, nothing like the bigger ones that you see in the stadium, for instance, but something, like a small bathroom. Just, space restrictions are kind of a pain in the butt, if you know what I mean. That's right. Anyway, as you can see, it's coming through. Maybe you kind of got an idea of how this is actually going to start to look. I think once I finish the rest of the lobby, that it's going to be a lot more, you'll kind of see where I'm going. And then I'm going to put the stuff in as we go along, work out where offices and stuff are going to be. Am I going to do it procedurally? I don't think so. I just don't particularly like doing things procedurally. I have tried it now. It's not really my thing. Other people like to do it, but it doesn't feel very, I don't know, there's less of a sense of accomplishment of doing that through the, kind of like the POI editor. So, also, I'm considering, possibly varying things from floor to floor. And whether that'll happen, I'm not sure, but this way is just it's a lot cleaner for me. Anyway, yeah, so not a bad little building. These things are gonna look awesome. I'm pretty sure once they're up. Now the overhang on the second floor, as you can see, these are black here. I don't know if that's how I want them to end up. I might find some sort of plate block that I can put over these. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that. There will be some trial and error as far as that goes. I probably won't do that on the building. I'll do it out here on the street, which, as you can see, I've cleaned up a little bit more of the huge mess that I made. Oh, I'm level 18, and I have 132 skill points to spend, which I won't be spending. Yeah. So I've been cleaning that up incrementally. Don't feel like you have to do everything, you know, the first day or whatever. That's, you end up just making more work for yourself in the long run if you try to rush things. So I'm not. Just, you know, every time, you know, I need to take a break from what I'm doing, because a lot of this block placement can get pretty repetitive. And even if you have like a really good prescription that lets you focus on this kind of thing, switching up your tasks from time to time will help make this feel less like a chore and more like, you know, working on a piece of art, which is what I'm doing here, theoretically. We'll see. We'll see how much of a piece of art it is. Probably in a couple of installments, the building will start to, you know, take shape and see where I'm going with everything. But I think it's not looking too bad. I mean, you know, just for a start. I mean, anybody could make a square box. Don't get me wrong, but you know, the devil is in the details, and there's plenty of devilment coming. Maybe it's divine inspiration. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I guess I'll do some of this for a little bit. I don't have a heck of a lot to talk about. I looked at the different control panels. You'll see this mess over here. I don't see anything that really screams elevator to me. Maybe somebody else will convince me otherwise. If I was going to choose an elevator panel, it would probably be this one over here. I think this is panel number 5. Don't take that as gospel, but I think that's the control panel that. So I'm maybe not sure, but if I'm going to use one, it'll be that one. But that's probably something that I'll figure out in the future. On the second floor here of the lobby, what's going to happen is I think I'm going to have overhanging balconies up here. That maybe that'll look pretty cool, so that you can like kind of like stand up here and see all the neat stuff. I'm going to need information desks, and I think they'll go on either end. Over here, because we got a little space there that I can do stuff with, so probably put that on either side. And some furniture and some plants, you know, the traditional kind of stuff that you would see in a building of this type. So I'll put that in there, and I'm probably going to put the horrible cube farms on the floors. It looks like the drop ceiling O2 is now on the wood frame for durability. So I'm gonna see if I can get away with doing everything but the pillars as wood frames, and I think that will work. If the structural support pillars are the steel block, I think I can make all of them drop ceiling. And I don't have to do the cross beams on either side. I don't have to do those as the steel walls also. So we'll see how that works. There could be some collapses in my future, but that's how we learn, and that's how you get better. So, you know, who knows? I don't know how many floors I'm gonna make this, but it's gonna be a tall one. This is supposed to be like a skyscraper, and it doesn't look like this is going to be very resource intensive. It's not going to lag out, although we'll see. we'll see when I get it, you know. It's gonna be at least probably 20 floors, maybe higher. A lot of it will have to do with the proportion of the building, because I want it to scream modern architecture, but it has to look realistic. And looking at our proportions, we've got a 5 by 9. There's going to be a decent number of floors there. So anyway, that's this installment. If you enjoyed this, give me a like and please subscribe so that I can have a. We're getting pretty close to, and we may have it by the time this airs, the 50 subscriber special, and I'll force Big C to come on my channel again and do some more stuff, and maybe I'll have him in here, and maybe we can do some shenanigans. I was considering trying to port over the Aeon building into this mix and seeing how that actually worked. So I might try to do that. And I know we have a much promised second installment of mini bikes off the Skyscraper. So who knows? Maybe we can do it off of this one if I build this fast enough. I guess we'll see. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Lowfdog again. Thanks for watching my Skyscraper Building Series Part 4 for A13. Really appreciate it, and for all of those of you who have, given likes and subscribed to my ridiculous channel, thank you very much. If you haven't already, please do, because it'll make me really happy, and then I can afford the 24 karat gold dog carrier and mountains of Skittles that I can dive into like Scrooge McDuck. That's right. Anyway, I know in this video again I talked about admin tools and procedural generation, and I've been completely wrong about them. That's right, I hang my head in shame. Turns out they're really cool, they're fun to use, and they really speed up the process of making the POI for everybody to use. So I'm using them now, and yeah, it turns out Slan did an intervention. They called my relatives from the old country. There they are over there. They've been hanging out at my house for the last couple of days, eating all my Skittles, and I think one of them pooped over by the tree over there. You really can't pick your relatives. But anyway, the point is, I'm really using the admin tools. Here, check this out. What? Oh, yep, look, see, right there. Yep, we got the admin nail gun, which causes all sorts of havoc, and then the admin axe, and there's a couple of other admin tools that I think are pretty cool too, but I haven't really gotten to try them out yet. Anyway, the point is, I am using them, and you'll see them in the videos pretty soon, and craps. That way you don't have to listen to the annoying chainsaw or auger noise or any stuff like that. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'm gonna go slap the poops out of my relatives because they took my Skittles. I know. You should be able to taste the rainbow. Alright, guys. Let's talk about this. No more of the Skittles. Alright? Don't take that tone with me. I will punch the crap out of you. Yeah, what do you think about that?